So today I'm going to be talking about Doctor Who The Snowman, which is the 2012 Christmas special, and I think it's one of the better ones. I really enjoy this one. Jenna Coleman was excellent as Clara in her second episode, technically, though neither of these people are really Clara. She is a version of Clara, a mysterious character. Who is Clara? Why is there so many of her, and why do they keep dying? That's the mystery of Series 7. Every season usually has a big mystery, and that's this one. One of my favorite mysteries, honestly. Matt Smith was great as the Doctor. You could tell he's in a state of grieving after the tragic loss of Amy and Roy in the last episode, and he plays this well. I feel like from here on, the Doctor isn't as whimsical as he is. He's a lot more serious, which is like a little bit of a transition into Capaldi's Doctor, where he's a lot more serious. Series 7B offers like this midpoint between the bubbly 11th Doctor and the kind of more stone, grouchy Capaldi Doctor of Series 8, though Capaldi does lighten up as his tenure progresses. I thought the special effects, the production values, directing, the score was all really good. I think like Matt Smith era and Capaldi's era looked incredible, like the visuals and everything. It looked like the cinematography was on point. Um, it really seemed like one of those like um, quality TV shows of the 2010s, up there with like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones. I really like the scenes with the stairway to the clouds. It just looked very like folk tale-ish, like you're reading a Victorian fairy tale. And Clara entering the TARDIS and then running around and then going back in. It was such a cool scene. Like I love that tracking shot of one, the music that's playing. We also see the Paternoster gang, which is Jenny, Vastra, and Strax. I like those characters, and I feel like they were setting up some sort of spin-off, but it never happened. I know that the spin-off happened in Big Finish, but Big Finish is for rich people, and I don't, I don't want to spend fucking $40 for every box set. But I do wish they'd get like a TV spin-off at some point. I feel like that's like a spin-off that was begging to be made, and was never really made. The episode kind of overstays its welcome, so like the Doctor. Oh, so this episode features the return of the Great Intelligence, not seen since that awful '90s direct-to-DVD movie, VHS movie, but before that, not seen since the 1960s with those classic Troughton episodes, which are some of Troughton's best episodes, if being honest. This features the return of the Great Intelligence, and he is voiced by Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen, and played physically like possessing Richard E. Grant. So you got some big names in this episode. I wish Ian McKellen was utilized a bit more than just being his voice. I think he'd be like, I wish he'd come back to the show. We would have come back to the show, but like him. But oh well. It's still nice to have him. I think he was filming The Hobbit at the time too, so that's a pretty big deal for him. So they kind of drag it out a little bit too much because first the Doctor defeats him with the memory room, which was used earlier in the comedic scene with Strax, but then he comes back as a zombie. He's like, "I'm back," which begs the question of like, did he really need, like, couldn't he have just done that the entire time with Doctor Simeon? But I guess that would have looked a little silly, bit over the top. But I still enjoyed the episode a lot. I really I think this episode really works as an emotional core, like an emotional bridge between Series 7A and Series 7B, because the Doctor is so overcome with grief with Amy and Roy, and now he has another mission in life. It's been implied that he's been sulking in the TARDIS up in the sky for several months now. We don't really know how long, but now he has a purpose to find Clara, to see why she's the impossible girl. Um, it's very just sad when Clara dies in this one, because even though this isn't the Clara we know later, and we've only known this Clara for one episode, you still feel so bad for her because you get so many character moments with her, like she's a bit uh she's not the Victorian governess they all think she is, but she still has a very kind heart. She really cares about the children, and it's just so sad seeing the family cry on Christmas. Moffat is so good at emotional Christmas episodes, really, he is. But yeah, that's one of the better Christmas episodes they've made. It might be my fourth favorite. I don't know. Either fourth or fifth. It's a really good one. So let me know what you guys thought of this down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.